been a week since I got my Kindle, and for 1 week that has passed, I'm already on my third book. So I first read I Want to Die But I Want to Eat Tteokbokki, the part 1 and the part 2. So I finished those books, and then after that, or right now, I'm currently reading Tuesdays with Mori. So I got this book recommendation on my TikTok For You page. Since I got my Kindle, kinda decided to finally have a read, give it a try. And since this book talks a lot about death, especially the author, as he tells a story about his professor that is on the brink of death, it kind of made me revisit a lot about the lessons, the realizations that I've had or learned for almost 2 years already, or for the past 2 years since our late mother has passed. So one of those things is, and sinabi rin siya sa book na to, part ng what sinabi ng professor niya na our attachment to material things and the way that we can bring the things that we own or the things that we have spent a lot of energy on just to buy or to have, we can bring it with us when we die. And it's a fact and it's a truth that you can only really learn kapag na-experience mo na. And yun nga, sa case ko, na-experience ko siya last year when my mother died. Tell you about my mom. She's the type of person na likes to keep things. She's not a hoarder, but she has a lot of things that she keeps even though hindi niya ginagamit. So, for example, mga glassware, iba't ibang type ng baso, kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng gamitin. Ganyan, naka-display lang. Or naalala ko, marami kaming teddy bears, mga laruan, nung bata kami. Pero bawal namin laruin. So, she's the type of person na, gano'n nga, mahilig siyang mag-keep na maraming gamit kahit hindi naman ginagamit. Kahit nakatago lang. Ganyan. Tago na lang, di-display niyo lang. Kasi bawal mo naman gamitin. Siguro na, alam ko maraming ganong Pinoy na moms. Ganyan. So, ayun nga, yung lesson na na-revisit ko through reading this book is, like I said, hindi natin madadala yung mga material things na we hoard on pag namatay tayo, ganyan. So, when my mom died, we have to face the reality or the harsh reality na you have to let go of the things that she owns or she kept for a very long time since bata pa kami, ganyan. We have to let go of those things kasi hindi naman din namin siya magamit, and at that time we had to change or kailangan namin lumipat ng bahay, and since limited lang yung space, syempre kapag lilipat ka ng bahay, dadalhin mo ba yung mga gamit na hindi mo magagamit? Diba hindi? So, ang dami naming nilet ko na bagay. Hindi lang sa mom na sa concern sa gamit ng mom ko. For me personally, I had to let go of a lot of things. Isa doon, mga damit. Or if I remember correctly, I have 2 cabinets full of clothes. Diba, ang dami kong damit. Ang lagi kong line or linya kada may lakad ako or may ganap ako. Wala akong masuot. Ang dami-daming damit. Tapos wala akong masuot. So, yun. Before, when our mom was still with us, I have a lot of damit. Ganyan. Pero nun nga, when we have to face life without her, and kailangan namin mag-move forward, kasama doon is letting go of the things nga na we can no longer bring with us to the next chapter. And with with that lesson, it kind of made me a type of a person na minimalistic. I no longer buy things, buy clothes, or anything, shoes, bags, gamit sa bahay, ganyan. Even skincare, makeups. I no longer buy things na hindi ko magagamit. Or kung magagamit ko man, kung meron pa akong katulad nun, hindi ko bibilin. Uubusin ko muna yung meron pa ako bago ako bumili ng bago. Kind of made me live in an under consumption type of living, you know? And mahirap siya sa una. Syempre, kapag nasanay ka na pag may nakita kang bagay na, oh, ang cute nito, or ang ganda nito, ganyan, or ang ganda ng shade ng lipstick na to, I should buy this. Mahirap mag-adjust kapag ano kang type ng person before, and then mamumuhay ka ng under consumption way, but it takes a lot of discipline and also make you grow as a person, make you realize na since you cannot bring the things with you when you die, and you don't have any guarantee naman, diba, when you will go. So it kinda ease the way you put pressure into yourself to buy and to own and hoard a lot of material things. Kaya ayun, with this book, I kinda like to revisit that kind of realization and film it, cause ganyan, although I've learned it for the past 2 years and I'm living it for the past 2 years, I wanted to like have a record na I've been in that situation in my life, and I've grown as a person, grown a lot, even though hindi maganda yung mga nangyari. For the past 2 years, a lot of lessons, a lot of hardships, a lot of adjustments, growing up to do. I want to make sure na when I watch this in the future, like, I get to see for myself na grabe no, I've been through that thing and nakaya ko. So kung yung future self ko mapapala niya man to make me like touch with the reality na kung nakaya ko to ngayon, sabihin makakaya ko pa ulit yung mga darating na challenges. So with that lesson nga, diba, I'm no longer materialistic type of person, and if may mga tao na halimbawa sabi, oh, ang ganda naman ng ganito mo, ang ganda naman ng ganyan mo, or akin na lang tong ano mo kasi ang ganda. So, before, ang lagi kong line, ginagamit ko pa yan eh, ikaw ganyan eh, favorite ko to eh. Dati ganun ako, pero ngayon I'm more of a person na gusto mo? Sige, iyan na lang, okay lang. Kasi isip ko, di ko naman yan madadali. I'm not saying na mamamatay ako agad. I'm just saying na I'm not that person anymore na sobrang attached sa mga bagay na meron ako, or mga materialistic things that I have. Ganyan. I kinda learn how to detach, ganyan nga, sa mga possessions, sa mga emotions and mindset, ganyan. Ayun, so it made me no longer a materialistic type of person, no? Pero one thing that I still practice is, diba, I no longer buy things na hindi ko kailangan. Pero if there are people who gifted me things just because it reminded them of me, sentimental pa rin ako sa ganung bagay. Pag mga ganung gifts, kinikip ko siya. Like, so halimbawa may gift ka sa akin, ganyan, kasi it reminded you of me. Tapos before, pag may mga nagbibigay sa akin ganun, especially na high school and college, no, ang ginagawa ko, I stow it away sa baul. I keep it in the storage kasi natatakot ako masira or ganyan. I wanna keep it for a long time. Ending, nung kailangan ko na i-let go, tsaka ko lang din naalala na, oh nga, no, binigyan pala ako ni ano ng ganito. Yeah, ayun. Ngayon, kapag may mga nagre-regalo sa akin ng mga bagay na, mga bating-ting, ganyan, reminded them of me, what I do is, dinidisplay ko. Ginagamit ko. I make sure that I use it to its full potential. Ganyan. I display as much as I could. That I make sure I can see it as much as I could. Okay. Gonna make you, the more that you see it, the more it makes you remember na, oh, there are people that still cares for me. Ganyan. There are people na, naalala ka kapag may nakikita silang ganyan bagay or nakikita nila yung bagay na ginip nila sa'yo. Ganon. So, yun. I'm no longer a materialistic type person personally, but if there are people na give sa akin ng mga gamit, ayun na lang, in that way na lang ako magiging materialistic kasi hindi ko naman nga madadala sa afterlife. So, yun lang. Dami-dami ko pang lesson for the past 2 years in all aspects. Pero yun yung isa sa mga naalala ko nung binasa ko na itong Tuesdays with Morrie. So, I just wanna impart to you that experience lang din. Ewan ko kasi manonood ito. Hindi ko naman alam kung i-upload ko sa public. But whoever is listening, future me, or sino ka man, I hope that you get to live more and get to live a life where you can give more or be of service more to other people rather than, chasing material things or possessions. Hindi mo naman magagamit or magagamit mo pa sa una lang or mga bagay kung anik-anik hindi mo naman madadala sa afterlife. So, ayun lang. This video, kaya pala ni bed, aside from showing you my candle, ayan, nagulo na siya. I wanna show you my hair. You see how brave I went this year? Ang short niya, diba? Cute. Napatunayan ko. Bagay pala sa akin lahat ng hairstyle. Cutie. Yan lang. Bye-bye.